Hello, I am going to do VMA tonight, and I will show you my setup. I have, give me a second to re-enchant. I have a sharp VMA lightning back bar. This would normally be Nern. I will fix that next patch when we can retrait. I have a sharp lightning IA that would also be infused. You want a shock enchant on this. Free IA spell damage jewelry, and 5 necro armor, divines preferably. Doesn't matter which pieces as long as you still have a slot for a shoulder or hat. You want Slime Claw or Ice Heart, preferably Divine's Heavy, but I have medium, so oh well. And you want one piece of armor and Infallible Aether. My skill set that I'm using is Meteor for the front bar, Bound Aegis, Scamp, Hardened Ward, Surge, Clench. That will get swapped out for Ellie Drain depending on the fight. Blockade of Storms, Liquid Lightning, Daedric Prey, Volatile Familiar, Bound Aegis, and the Destro Ultimate. As for passives, you need to make sure that you have all your weapon passives, armor, class, and this and alchemy. Right here. Okay, let's go in. You want to be running the expensive pots. I'm just going to find them. These ones. They give you prophecy and sorcery. You really just want it for the prophecy and the extra 1k mag whenever you're running VMA because you're running sorc. Okay, let's go in. Okay, so the first thing you want to come kill is right over here on this bush. And you want to deal with Clan of Fear. Clench will stun any non-boss enemy in here almost. There are a couple exceptions though. That's why we generally learn Clench on a trash fight instead of Ellie Drain. And it will also interrupt stuff like that. Now we gotta deal with the Daedruff. It doesn't hit super hard, it's mostly the scamps that hit harder. You just have to make sure that you're far enough away to dodge that rock smash he does. Okay, I start out in the same place every time. I kill the ad that spawns right here. Because then this one will just follow you most of the time. Sometimes that's a melee one, I don't know which one though. Like this, these two are both melee, so you start out over here. This is the exit. This is the boss. You drop your ultimate on it, and you nuke it. Then the archer will come by this time, and you just kill it. Nothing in this round hits super hard. The boss does have a skull that he throws at you that you do kind of want to be able to shield up for. Because it hits for like a decent like 8k or something like that. Not anywhere close to what some of the later rounds are going to hit us for. Okay, we go over here. Because you want that Clan of Fear to start following us over to the mage. And this is where your boss is going to be. You drop your Destro. It's a Flesh Atronach. Its claw thing does hit decently hard as well. And we focus the archer. Okay, so this is going to be the boss round. I go into my tree real quick, and I swap out Clench for Ellie Drain. That's the skull that I was talking about that just hit me. Okay, now we run over here. Since we're going for score, we are going to skip the chest. Okay, so this is Arena 2. We put our AoEs down on the sides to kill some of these guys, and we heavy attack here. And I forgot to swap out Ellie Drain for Clinch. I'll do that next round. This will be our boss, if I remember right. No. Okay, next round then. You want your pet to come deal with the one on the right, and then you deal with this one. Now we swap that out for Clinch. Roll his heavy attack, because it does hurt, and you don't want to get hit with a blade and his heavy attack. Also in VMA, make sure that you're never standing still, because there are a lot of AoEs that will focus you down and follow you. That's why I'm even not standing still for most of the rounds in between, is because there's a lot of moving around you have to do. Okay, so the spheres need to go down first. These little sentry guys, you can just kind of ignore them for the most part, other than once that sphere's dead. This round you don't have to be super fast with your rolls, because that Centurion's really slow. Also, the blades put a dot on you, so it's better to avoid them if you can. It's not going to hit you super hard, though. On lower CPs, this really does hurt, especially on stamina characters. I didn't get home quick enough, my bad. Okay, gonna go over to the right now. You saw how I almost killed that one? Okay, sorry about that. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah, you saw how I got this guy down to 13%? It's going to cycle to the next ad. They do this every 25%, but you can burn them quick enough that it don't even go to the next one, and you'll just kill all 3 of them in one cycle. But I haven't actually done that before. I didn't have a Destro ultimate ready for the first one, that's why he didn't die. Okay, here's the portal here. Okay, so this round there are stranglers that come. They will send an orb that slows you down. I generally just lightning heavy attack them, or throw liquid lightning from the end of the arena at them. You sometimes don't want your pet to get lost, so don't heavy attack them if you don't want your pet to go away. Because sometimes you do need your pet to stay with you. That's when you drop liquid lightning instead. Okay, see this portal? It spawns in the water. That's how you know it is a strangler. It will spawn either there, in the middle, over there, or over there. Sorry about this, forgetting to keep surgips. Okay, like this is why I say that you never stand still in VMA. There are quite a few rounds that do this to you. And this is the boss, so you drop your ultimate on it. See that strangler that popped up in the distance? We will deal with that in just a minute. They go into passive, so they stop slowing you in between rounds, so it's much easier to go get them if you're melee then. Okay, so you saw that guy was charging up a dagger. That dagger does do like 5k, so watch out for it. It can kill you in certain spots. This blue ground spot heals the enemies, so you generally don't want to stand it unless you have enough DPS to burn through it. That's going to be the boss there. Strangler spawned at the same spot, so I've got to go get it. Okay, Strangler spawned in that same spot again. Strangler can also give you a little bit of resources back if you just heavy attack them in between rounds. Kind of nice to do that. Okay, so see that AoE? That is one that hurts you, but it doesn't hurt the enemies. This one does not heal you from what I know, but it does heal the enemies, so make sure that you're trying not to stand them still in it if you're still learning, because this requires a lot of movement that you're not used to yet. These snakes, they will curl up, and when they do, if you didn't kill them quick enough, then they heal themselves. So you kind of try to kill the snakes before they do that, but they don't have very many hit points, so it's really easy to do. Okay, so you saw how I rolled at the beginning? She does a chain attack, which will chain you into the water, and you don't want that to happen. That's the only reason I rolled. See, even whenever I'm swapping seals, I'm still moving around. Okay, now she's summoning lightning. We got really lucky with the scamp placement, or the, not scamp, the strangler placement. It spawned right on the boss, so we don't have to go worry about it. Normally you would focus down ads. Whenever I was still learning, I used the shield at 50%, and I grabbed the damage bonus at 25%. Okay, now we go over here, because this is where the portal spawns. Okay, so there are a couple little spots in the arena where ads will circle down and come lock into them. What you need to do is you have to kill the ads. They spawn in these little, or they roll over to these little spots. If you didn't kill them quick enough, they turn into a turret, which shoots lightning at you. It's very similar to the, second round. You saw the little clockwork entry or whatever, these guys. If you let them get there, they will get a 70 or 80k shield. So sometimes I like to stack the ads on top of them, just to make sure that I'm killing them, but it's really not needed too much. Like that. Is that just a light attack finished it off? Those are a pretty good spot to build ulti on between rounds as well. Okay, so these guys probably hit the hardest out of any non-boss ad in here. That little lightning wall. Make sure that you're staying away from them. If their arm, it looks like they're charging something. They also have a attack that will put poison injection on you. It hits for about 5-6k, but I don't think it's a dot. The dwarven spiders, they kind of just nuking your AoEs, are just kind of there. That's the wall of charge attack. You want to walk out of that. That's the poison injection thing I was talking about. It looks like it does put a dot on you. The overcharger ads, like this guy, drop liquid lightning and they port to you. Whenever they do that, that's a pretty good time to drop an ultimate on them. But I don't have my Destro up and it's not worth it now. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the shield thing. I didn't kill it quick enough, so it got a shield, and now it's dead. The shield does go away after time, and then they become red. That's how you know one of them is broken, and you can go kill it. Okay, so these guys, it's preferred not to get into melee, but if you do get into melee somehow, that too's pretty deadly because they do a double heavy attack. And then if you don't roll that because you weren't paying attention or something, then it will one-shot you. Unless you had a shield up or something. Okay, so this guy is basically a DK. He will chain you in occasionally, and he'll drop Eruption on you. And you got that heavy attack you have to worry about, and Venom Claw. Okay, so the boss here is just kind of a DPS race. What you do here is you have your pet, follow it, and you just drop your AoEs and you go about your rotation normally. But you don't drop your ultimate yet. I'll show you when you have to drop your ult. Now drop your ultimate now, get away from him, and we will try to nuke him before then. If you do not have the DPS to nuke him, a lot of people don't whenever they're first starting out. You drop your ultimate on him, a couple AoEs, and then you need to go around and deal with the ads. Repair on this round too. If you're still learning repair on every round, you can, because some of these rounds beat you up. Okay, so this is what a lot of people have problems with. This is probably one of the harder rounds. Just because of how much direct damage there is that you take. Okay, so this guy, he will walk over to the iceberg, and you can interrupt him, but he has an attack which breaks the ice, and it will sink you down to the bottom, and a Nereid will spawn. The Nereids are pretty powerful in this, especially the ones that come from breaking ice. So we try to get these trolls down, but like this, I leave that troll alone for a second because the boss is going to spawn right there. And then I bash him here, put my dots on him. Now we focus the boss again. She goes into werewolf, and then she'll get some health back, but most of the time she's dead before then. We do went clench on this round. That was kind of my fault. Okay, so this round is going to be ogres. They hit really hard, so keep a shield up. Focus ogres down anytime they're up. Next would be the ice mage. I'm blanking on what it's called. You'll see one in the left part of this round. But we ignore that chillbone huntsman for a little bit because those ogres hit way harder. Okay, so see the troll went over here. We are going to focus it now because the elder mage is over there. Or ogre mage, my bad. So we can't really go over there and deal with the troll from over here. Next round is going to be Ice Atronachs. And near it doesn't look like it's going to spawn, but it does spawn right here. So that's kind of a pain to learn. Troll's here, so we need to bash him. Probably could have nuked him, but I was heavy attacking instead. Okay, so ogre first. Then we want to deal with these limits because they hurt and they are long range. They can hit you from almost anywhere in the arena. Since the troll's coming over here, we'll stand here because most of these guys are actually melee that we need to worry about, at least semi-melee. Bad enough that they can't hit you from way over there. Okay, so we need to either start here or here. I'm going to treat this like you're learning. Um, as soon as this ad spawns, I grabbed the shield, and then I nuked down this little ice mage thing here, and then I killed the other ice mage, and then I stack and burned these guys. I don't actually need to use the shield anymore because I'm max CP, but on a lower CP that really does help. If you kill one of them before the other, they enrage, and they start doing like 1.5 more damage or something like that. Okay, so we got bear that's gonna come here, we got the boss over there, another bear that comes from way over there, and a chillbane that comes from about where the haste one is. We want to save our ults for this because we need to nuke the boss. Okay, so I am swapping to Ellie Drain. Most of the time I will use Clinch, but I have enough DPS to nuke the boss instead. Okay, so she has a lot of frontal attacks. We generally try to stay to her side. We'll grab the defense one here, because then we can just ignore most of the range guides for the most part. And we'll drop ults here. And this is the part where we try to burn her as quickly as possible. See that? We're getting her down to about 25% before she breaks that. We've still got that defensive bonus on. And then we just nuke her. If you're still learning, you have to kill the ads because they do hit hard enough. You don't know how to move. And, I usually use the health bonus there as well whenever I was learning. Because, your shield will run out by then if you're lower CP and you didn't nuke her quick enough. Or, you just don't have the DPS to do it. A lot of what I'm doing requires a lot higher DPS than you would if you're still learning because you're trying to avoid damage as much as possible. Okay, so if you remember the Lamia round, this lightning is basically the same thing, just there's really not a good way of telling when it's gonna come. It just kinda comes and goes. Okay, so you see this one is flickering. We do not want to go to that. We want to go to the glowing one. As soon as the spiders turn yellow, they are going to go sink down. These spiders do hit pretty hard. They'll swarm you, and if you didn't get there quick enough, they will a couple shot you. Okay, so you saw how I was grabbing those little orchids and making them explode next to the or die next to the ones that were covered in webs. Reason why is once you get all of them, they will stun anything that's over here. So I don't want to just waste it on a flesh Atronach because that's really not too deadly. I'm not gonna have to worry about it too much. So I will save this for next round whenever we get a bigger boss. Like this again, just another flesh Atronach. That's what this round is, 2 flesh Atronachs. Okay, so that you do want to stand out of. It does hit pretty hard. See, they're all golden, so I can walk away now. They all just crawl back into the ground. If I remember right, the captain comes on this round, so I'll explain him whenever he comes. He drops in a gate, so mag DPS do not want to use your Destro ult yet, or immediately on him, because he drops that in the gate, and it will get rid of your Destro ult. This is him. But I saved, the spider thing, so I'm just gonna do that. And I just kind of screwed myself over because he's in a negate. I really can't DPS him much. But it stuns all the ads, and then it lasts for like 20-15 seconds-ish. It's a really long stun, so it's really nice to use whenever you're struggling as well. Just make sure that you have at least 4 of them clean, or at least 3 of them cleaned up for the boss. You don't want webs on them, because if you do have webs on them, then it's going to be really hard to recover on the boss round, because she does an attack that will one-shot you if you didn't stun her with the things. Okay, so this, I will use my Destro. Stay out of that. That does hurt pretty decently. Here. My shield ate it anyway. Okay, so this guy is not really too bad of a boss. He does that, and then he does this thing. That's about it. He kind of dies. On stamina, he does hurt a little bit more because that big AoE is kind of hard to walk out of. Dang, I got stuck. It's okay. Dying does happen a couple times. Not actually sure what I did there because it was acting like I was casting my pet. He didn't die either. I don't know, I'll rewatch this and see what I did wrong there. Oh, I think I left Surge off, that's why. I was expecting to get healed from Surge. I think I just forgot to cast Surge. If I remember right, oh, yeah, this is the boss, okay. So, she will enrage, and that is the thing that we have to kill, or use the webs for. I will stun her now. We will go grab this power, and we will nuke her. If you see that little mini ad, that is one that pops up, and it slows you, which makes it really, really hard to get to the spider safe haven thing, the light. 50% that lurcher spawns too. See how I'm really slowed? That's what the spider does. It slows you more and more and more each time. Oh, my bad, I was thinking they spawn next to the portal. I need to repair again. We'll go into 7. This is the round that I have the most trouble with. Mostly because of RNG. These venom colors don't really spawn in good places sometimes. And sometimes, like the Argonian boss will just randomly kill the ad you're standing on. It's like a bug or something. It's happened to me quite a few times. Okay, so these Nick sounds, they will come jump to you. Or not. Apparently they're gonna be rude. Okay, Venom Shot. This is one of the most dangerous ads. They do that. You need to walk out of them. And they will snipe you. Your clench will knock them down, which is why I should be running clinch on this, but I don't have them on a bar. And then we have these berserkers. They're basically Nightblades, so watch out because Agony stuns you, and it does let you get hit quite a bit. The troll throws that rock, just walk out of it. It's almost exactly like an SO troll, except this part, it gets invulnerable. And it doesn't spread poison that too. Okay, so this is a Venom Caller. It spawns on either this pad, that pad, that pad, or that pad. And what it does is it summons these poisons, and they all explode at once. You have to run over to one of these if you got poisoned. If you're quick enough, like this, you should be able to run over the poison and then get out of it quick enough. Nope, I just did that really wrong. Okay. Trying to show you guys how you do that, but I just messed it up badly. Basically, I can't get poisoned for another minute or else I'm gonna die. Okay, here's another Venom Color. I'm not sure why I'm getting so many tonight. Okay, so I just got poisoned. What do you do if there's no poison pad? I will grab the shield, and it will lower my damage taken. And I kinda have to kill this troll quickly. And now the poison pad respawns, and I still got the defense thing, so I grab it. You want to stand right where this Venom Caller just spawned. It is completely random which of the 4 spots the Venom Caller spawns on. That's why I said that it can kind of RNG you to death on the boss. Because it could either be in a really good spot, or it could be the worst spot possibly imaginable. Okay, that's how you properly run out of one. I didn't do it the time that I was trying to show it, though. Okay, so see, that guy's spawning. You want to get away from any of the plants, or not. This is not one of my greatest runs. Okay, so one more round and then we will go into the boss round. I messed that up. There's supposed to be, there's the Venom Caller. Okay, so see, there's the Venom Caller right there. Kinda want to get that down quickly. Okay, so this is gonna be the free archer round if I remember right. Yeah. You run over here. Get these archers to follow you. Then you do this. You run over here to get them to follow you again. Hide because I don't want killed by poison. Gotta bash that instead of using clench. Oh, the Venom Caller does put a dot on you whenever it's doing that. It doesn't matter if you got poisoned or not. It doesn't give you the poison dot, so just whenever she dies, that's whenever it disappears. So you do that with the trolls until they stack. Now you just kind of AoE them down. Make sure that your resources are built up before the next pull, because you really want them built up. This is one of them that we're going to swap out Elite Drain for. I messed up again. See? Poison. Purge it. Okay, so see these minders? We kill one of them. Ah, dang it, he did an enraged thing on me. Okay, that was completely my fault since I didn't have the shield up. You would normally have your shield up during that. I'm not the greatest VMA runner, so you can obviously tell. Okay, so you focus the one that's next to him. Make sure you have your shield up like I didn't. And your pet will die. What you do is you just keep dots on him. Not sure what's damaging me. Okay, so about now, we need to go grab the shield. And we will go kill the Venom Caller. Then we will summon our pet. We can't really summon our pet right now because of all the junk that's going on. Okay, so portal spawns here. We need clench for the next round because there are a lot of things we have to stun. We'll go ahead and... no, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk to him. Repair again, and let's move on. As you can see in the top left, my score isn't too great at the moment, even with time calculated in. I've used a lot more power-ups than I should have. Okay, so this is the second to last arena. You want to use your clench to stun that guy. Make sure you do not use clench on him until then. You can also use it to interrupt the healers casting their beams. This is why I said clench is so useful in trash fights. Okay, so this is the main mechanic for this. One of the free warding stones on trash fights will have been put back together. That's whenever you need to destroy it. And then you kill the ad that it's protecting. The ad is invincible until then. The boss round, all three of them you have to break, and you have to get her down 25% each time, or else she will enrage, and she will start throwing flames everywhere, and it's really hard to dodge that. Or you can kill her within a couple cycles if your DPS is high enough. Okay, whenever you've still got ads and a lurcher up, you want to kill the ads first before you go deal with the warding stone and lurcher. Also save your ultimates for whenever the lurcher slash flame knight or boss is vulnerable, because you want to nuke that guy down. They hit decently hard. This you block or roll. Probably roll if you're stand because you have the stamina for it. Okay, so this is a pretty good time to build up resources as well, is whenever the lurcher's here. Because we are not running Ellie Drain, my sustain is really bad. And I didn't bring him in the Destro first, that's my bad. Okay, so you want to block that attack, because that hurts. Put your pet on passive as well in between rounds, because they go over to the warding stones, and it's a pain to get them to come back whenever you want them to. Okay, so this is the trash round that has the Flame Knight. As soon as I kill this wave, if I remember right, the Flame Knight spawns. Maybe it's, I have to kill all but one or something like that. That might be it. Yeah, there we go. All but one. Okay, so once you kill all but one, you get the next wave. Building resources on these guys as well. And you finish this, and you will get the Flame Knight wave. Flame Knight has chains, which you generally try to roll out of, but I didn't. Because I didn't do it properly. Okay, so we drop our Destro. Drop everything you've got on this Flame Knight here. You want that thing to die. Okay, so now we put on Ellie instead of Clinch. You will have to bash the Flame Shaper ad things this time, so just be ready to do that. Okay, so you see how I killed all the ads beforehand? We want to try to burn her within this, but that's not going to happen. We will kill her in the next one, though. Just get ready for the ads to spawn, because these ads will hurt, because there are a couple Flame Shaper things in here. If we don't kill them quick enough, they will kill us. Or keep them bashed and burn the boss, either way. I usually keep them bashed and burn the boss. Okay, so this, we will drop our stuff on there, bash it. Get the pet to come over to the boss. Ah, dang it. Pet wasn't on the boss. Okay, so gotta kill her. Oh, it's because I bashed up the ad instead of doing that. That's my bad. That probably cost me like 1,000 points or so. And it's dead now, which would have taken a lot shorter time. I didn't mess it all up. Okay, so we pair up the merchant again, because I think I got pretty beat up in this round, yeah. And we're gonna move on to the last round now. Okay, so see these ghosts? If you let one of the ads get it, they will get more resistances and do more damage. You don't want to let an ad get it. The final boss, if you let him get free, he will use the synergy on you and explode and instantly kill you. So you cannot, under any circumstance, let the last boss get free. Just make sure that you're getting them as you go. Don't walk into these blue ones, because see these? They knock out some of your shield. They damage you, not buff you. And the spectral charge thing lasts for like 3 minutes, or no, 2 minutes or something like that. And it will stay charged until you get the next ghost. Once you have the power up where you got all 3 ghosts, unless you get a new ghost, it will only last for 15 seconds, so you need to use that pretty soon. Don't waste it on like a trash thing like this. You save it for like a day drop. Like this round. This one's gonna have a day drop on the left. Your pet normally goes to the day drop. I'm not sure how you tell which one it is on any other tune. You just kind of have to memorize the spawns that way if you do. The Ooblum guy, he only does like fire charge thing, and that's about it. He'll also spit fire at you occasionally. I didn't kill this guy quick enough, so you're gonna see what happens. He does this. This hits pretty hard, and as long as the day drop is up, he puts a dot called overheat on you or something like that, and it takes about a grand or so of your health a second, and it gets stronger and stronger. Whenever you're upstairs as well on the boss round, it puts a dot that's very much like that on you, and you have to worry about the day drop downstairs if you didn't kill it. Whenever you're learning, I very much suggest you go kill one crystal, kill the day drop, kill another crystal, kill the day drop, or just drop down every 1.5 crystal cycles. Like, as soon as he does his shield thing for the first time, you wait until he does that for the next time, and then you drop downstairs from not going behind the shield. That way you're not eating up a really overpowered dot. Okay, like this, we need to chase the ghost around a little bit. Okay, so you see these guys that are slowly walking that aren't damaging me? If there is one down at the middle for longer than 15 seconds, it will summon a mini-boss that hurts way more than almost any of the other mini-bosses. I'd say that probably only the Titan hurts more, because if you've been in City of Ash, whichever one has the Lambert's twins that form into a skeleton, I think that's 2. What they do is it summons down a giant fire rain on you, and it really hurts, especially if you're a vampire. I don't recommend going vampire for stage 8 and 9. The rest of them you'd probably be fine though. Okay, like this, I can interrupt him, and that'll stop the casting thing. Now I've got the next round to do. This should be Titan. Yeah, this one's Titan. Okay, so you save your Destro ult. Keep shield up during this because this guy is going to hit you. You're probably really low on resources like I am now. You're gonna drop this, use Spectral Explosion, and you're just gonna nuke him. Build resources up before the boss round is what we're trying to do here. If I remember right, we get either a Daedra or an Oogle. Okay, yeah, we get this guy, and then we move on to the boss round. Make sure that you swap that Clench for Ellie Drain, because that boss round there's really nothing that you can stun. gonna save your ultimate like I am, because you want to nuke down that Daedroth that he spawns really quickly. Okay, you drop all your stuff here, and you bash him. This is the Daedroth that I was talking about that you need to bash, or nuke quickly, because you don't want him to do that fire breath on you. Watch out for the Lich crystals that keep spawning. They do hurt really badly. Put my cut on passive. So we don't want him to kill that until we get here. Okay. Okay, so as soon as that red pops up, roll. Because he throws that skull at you, like the first boss, and it hits really hard. Okay, so we walk across here. Follow the shield. Roll again. I didn't roll quick enough. I rolled too early is what I meant. Okay, so you drop your Destra ult on this guy. Now we gotta find the Clanifear. He's dead already again. Okay, so we try to kill him before this goes away. Which we did. Now go up again. Deal with the crystal. Focus this one down because the other one will be dead in just a second. Because now he's going to chuck us down. He's going to kill the Daedroth if there was one. And he is going to immediately go down and do that. You want to bash him. Collect the first ghost. I killed this guy. Then I normally collect the second ghost. Then we drop a Destro on him. He's gonna do this. Then we try to stun him. And we'll finish him off here. We ignore that Daedroth for this. There we go. Over my score. Also, that was my new best. That was a couple grand more than my other runs. Nice. Yeah, that's a couple grand more than my other runs. Nice. I should stay on the leaderboard with that. Nice. Okay, we'll check on the loot now. And another staff. Great. Okay. Thank you for watching.